Hi. Um, it's March 22nd, 2016. We're gonna have a brief session. It's 8 p.m. It's the darkness. This is as much light as I could have found. We're gonna have a review of the of problem solving skills, which uh, uh, to help with managing stress. And there's different topics that can cause stress in our lives, and it could be it's it could be very specific based on everybody's situation or their work or their living situation or people they work with, friends, family. Anything can cause stress, that is maybe too much for somebody. Um, we talked about how to manage some ways to uh, alleviate the factors that cause stress in our lives, such as we talked about it in the previous task, um, which were like not immediately saying yes to everybody's requests and delegating a lot of the work you have to do so that you have less pressure on yourself to accomplish projects and such. And so, problem solving is uh, from is a way. This is what we're talking about today, and this is a way that you can center in on the problems causing stress and try to pinpoint this and in order to fix any kind of problems that are uh, causing um, the issues. So and like talking about the problems and thinking about them and writing them down. These are ways to try to hone in on what is the main problem, and it can help you break down the pieces of the puzzles, so to speak, and in bringing a bigger picture uh, under like a microscope and analyzing the bits and pieces of your life and figuring out where these stresses are coming from. May they be people, they could be certain things that you may be doing that could be changed, work related, etc. Uh, things you can improve on in order to make things better, for yourself. So, and this is a natural process that we have to go through all the time, every now and then, if we're under this kind of pressures that we're having difficulty dealing with. And in this way, this can, improve our lives and make them easier. So, and one thing you have to do is, okay, so it says list your current stressors. So for me, for example, everybody's gonna have different, obviously. So for me, like it gives you 16 boxes. So gosh, I mean, uh, I don't know. They could be material things. Like I need certain object, clothing, things like that. Um, every small thing can cause stress, and it could be some kind of money, financial. It could be having to do with transportation, commute, it can be anything, family, like um, things, things that like frustrations arising from miscommunication with people or not misunderstandings with people. All kinds of things can happen in people's lives at different points in their lives. So, and it says things you can change and things you can't do anything about. So, there's different things you can be able to change, uh, and things that you can't. So, things you cannot change, probably you have to just uh, switch off, maybe change your life somehow in a new direction, and if you cannot change something, then find some replacement for that thing in your life. So, and then for things you can actually change, go ahead, like things you can yourself have control, that you can control, and you can go ahead and act on something and be in an acting position. So you stand in like an offensive position. So, and then things you can, it's a emotionally work through. So you can emotionally work through something, and this can lead to uh, some kind of solution or resolution to certain problems. um, and the emotional part, in my opinion, is a big factor, because this is what causes uh, a lot of the problems. Because once you can get through something emotionally or in your mind, and you can then deal with it in real life, having to do with what you need to do. If you're totally in oblivion and have no idea what is going on and are in confusion, so then you will not know what steps you need to take and what you need to do. So, for example, what's the problem or stressor? For example, I need to, uh, for me right now, let's say I'm having a, a strain on getting the money that I need. So, what would you like? What's your goal? My goal is so I can earn what I need in order to get what I need done. And then, for example, list possible solutions. Try to think of ways to find some kind of work or to earn money, or do something that's gonna earn money. Yes, I'm fine, thank you. And then once you have the possible options, you can go through and see what gives you advantage and what gives you disadvantage. So whatever is more convenient is the way to go in in solving your problem. And you create an action plan based on your preferences. So, based on which is more advantageous and which is more the easier thing and the more sensible thing, and to get over these obstacles. So, main thing is action plan and pros and cons, and be specific and going through your problems, measurably figure out things, factors, and make appropriate goals, realistic and time related resolution, and take accountability and in working through your goals. Thank you very much. And we are in North Hills at the Mid Region Library today. Thank you.